Alright, what is going on, everybody? Alright. Alright, so today we're playing some more Roblox, alright? Alright, so today's scenario is going to be another Ww2 one. Now, today's video is going to be what if Germany World War II. So we kind of done, so we're not, I don't really think we've done a scenario yet. If I haven't, it's on my main channel. Alright, but yeah, we're kind of doing my Roblox channel, so yeah, we are doing like random things. Now, we're obviously going to go back over to night 36, and we're going to take a look at what happened. So, obviously, we've got the first thing that obviously happens is we're going to have to cover everything, by the way, so even nature, okay? Also, we're going to be doing it off of real time. So, like, what if Ottoman Empire comes, well, like, what if, like, Turkey joins war? We have to make sure we're going to do all reality. Now, we are going to have to include some things that aren't going to happen for this scenario. Alright, now we're going to include Operation Barbarossa, so we're going to actually uninclude what if, also, in this scenario, what if Japan doesn't invade their little country. Now, let's start. So first thing that's going to happen is, obviously, we've got the Japanese war. So Japan is obviously going to go through, and they're going to go ahead and kind of just continuously attack China. Alright. Now, it's going to continue for some time. Eventually, we've got a bunch of stuff happening where China's going to keep on getting attacks, and we kind of got a lot going on over here. Right, it's going to continue, and we have a low war happening up here where this this Chinese little state is going to get invaded. All right, now, over here in Africa. So yeah, now following from this, over here in Africa, we've got. Oh wait, let me just turn off the 2026 borders. We go. Now, it's going to continue as we've got the Germans who's going to ask Austria to join them, and Austria is going to accept. Alright, so they're going to join the Germans. So, after this, then we've got there we go. Now, following from this, we also have the Italians who's going to annex. I don't know why the borders look a little bit more. It's like the borders look a little bit more like. Wait, actually, let me see what happens with it. Oh, it looks a bit crazy. So, basically, so Italy is now going to declare war on Ethiopia. Right now, they're going to invade from both sides. We kind of know by now Ethiopia will get dominated, right, by the Italians. I'm not going to go too much into like revolutionary. I'm just kind of doing the big things. Now, we also have the Germans who's going to annex a low part of the Lithuanians. Alright, so over here we got the Germans who's going to annex this part of Lithuania. And then we also have the Germans who's going to want to gain the Sudetenland from Czechia. Now, Britain and France are going to kind of make a little deal with Germany, and they are going to accept this. Alright, so we're not going to go too much into context, but yeah, basically we've got the Germans who's going to annex up. Now, after this, the Germans are going to give up on the. Also, we got the Italians who's going to annex Albania. And after this, we got the Germans who's going to declare war on Czechoslovakia. Alright, now, the British and French aren't going to do anything about it, but yeah, so we're going to have them invaded, and we also have another country join this war who's going to be known as the Hungary. So Hungary is going to join the Axis, and they are going to. Oh yeah, also the formation of Axis made so Japan, Italy, and Germany will all join. Now, the Hungary are going to join as well, and they're going to invade their parts of. They're going to invade parts of Slovakia and the parts of Czechoslovakia, right? And we also Poland invading part as well. But yeah, so after that, we've got that happening. And after this, Germany's about to prepare for a little treaty with the Polish. Alright, so guys, after that happens, we eventually have the So, we also have the Soviets doing some things, like over here we've got the Winter War with Finland, which is going to be the Russian victory. So, I'm not going too much into war, I'm going into more like what will happen till the point. I'm going a bit quick, so I'm not doing this war. So, obviously from this we've got the Germans who's going to annex all the land, all the promised land. All of the land from the Winter War. Now, over here, after this, we've obviously got the Soviets who's going to send a little ultimatum to the Balkans, asking them to join them or to be annexed, and they're all really no choice, but they're going to accept. So they're all going to join the Balkans. All right, kind of crazy. Oh yeah, there is actually a brand new update, by the way. If you guys don't know, yes. So not if if you go over here, you can now go to new color pick feature. Yeah. Before it used to be from map. So yeah, kind of very, yeah, so there is a bit of an update actually. So if you guys see right here, the map is like more darker, and then also as you guys see right here from the cities, they're now actually showing like little building blocks, like kind of like actual cities, instead of basically like just the dots. So instead of showing dots, it's kind of like showing cities. It's actually real cool like this. All right, anyways, back to little scenario. So after this happens, we've got the Germans Soviets are going to send a little ultimatum to Romania to get a lot of this land. Right now, they're all going to accept. So Romania is going to lose about this much. Or actually, not that much because the Romanians keep that part. But yeah, so all of this is going to be going over to the Russians. At least I think. I really don't know. But yeah, so they're all going to go over there. And then we also have Hungary, who's going to ask for Transylvania from the Germans. Now, Germans are going to give Transylvania over to the Romanians. All right. And then after this, we also have got the Bulgarians, who's going to take over the DGB. No. The Bruja, alright? And after this, we got Romania's going to be like this, who's going to be split between Romania's Soviets and the not Germans, Hungary. I can't speak. So yeah. Also, we got the Romanians and Bulgaria, who's going to join the Axis. I don't mean to do that. I was going to split Romania. There we go. Alright, I need to teleport now. I don't know. So, after this, then we've got the start of World War II as Germany now sends an ultimatum to Poland, asking for these territories and decline start World War II. So, the Germans now starting World War II, and they are going to go over here and start to invade into the Soviets. No, Germans. No, Polish. Sorry, I can't speak. We also got the Soviets who's going to do the exact same thing. So they're both going to attack from both sides. Oh my god, wrong colour. I can't believe I'm using wrong colour. I know we got like a puppet cell as well. After the peace, I know we got like the general government, which can be set, but I'm not really going to go too much into context with that. But yeah, so after this, we got the Germans and the Soviets who's going to invade into them. It's going to invade into Poland, and then after this, the victory is going to go over to both of them. Okay, both of them are going to win, and they're going to gain Poland. So after this, France and Britain are obviously going to declare war on Germany. Not Soviets though, because they know Soviets are very powerful and they are very scary. So they're not going to declare war on them, but they are obviously going to declare war on the Germans. Now, after this, the Germans are now going to move up here into Greece. Alright, I can't speak today. Denmark. Alright. And then after this, we've got also the Germans who's going to start a low campaign up here in Norway. Alright. I didn't cover much of Asia, actually. I forgot to do that real quick. Let me go back over here. So after the back over here in Asia, I forgot to cover this. After the Japanese do this, they're now going to move down here, and they're going to continue to annex, well, not annex, but take over a lot more of China. Right now, over here, they're going to continue. They're going to take over Shanghai, and actually, I forgot. I think we got the Nanjing massacre, so I think Nanjing stays alive. I'm not sure. Anyways, after this, we also got the Japanese who is going to start invading from down here. All right, it's going to start invading from down here. All right, so after this, we got invading from down here. And they're going to do real good, and then we actually have them moving up here and start to attack up here. Alright, at some time, they're going to do this, and then we kind of got like a big stop here. Alright, and now we're going to have them start to take over more of the little puppets. Now, so go. Now, followed by this, we also have the Japanese who's now going to attack also into China. So over here, they're gonna start to take over and start a big massacre and killing the invading this country, and after some time they're gonna win here. All right. Greece, no, in Africa, I'm gonna do a little bit differently in Africa. Right, Italy is going to declare war on. Obviously, is going to declare war on Northern Britain, France. So they're gonna quickly take over British Somalia. So they're gonna take over the British and French Somaliland, and followers we also have them kind of attacking up here into Egypt. All right, so up here attacking down there. All right, up here. All right, followers we also have the Italians who's going to try and attack Greece. Now they're going to do pretty good right off the bat. But Greece is going to obviously push back, and they're actually going to start take over a half of Albania, right? And then all of this Albania, Italy's going to stop there, okay? Since obviously they are kind of losing this. Now, we also have Yugoslavia joined as well, and they actually are going to have a little revolt. So basically, having a little like coup, and then basically them leaving the alliance, and that's going to inform Germany to declare war. Right? So Germany and all of the allies are going to declare war on the Germans. All right, no, Yugoslavia. All right, now I'm gonna show you guys an actual picture. By the way, I'm not doing this world, but I'm kind of just wanting to do this just for like, just for this. All right, just for this now, because I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna pull up the 943 map of this. Right. Anyways, so after this we got wrong color. So the first thing that would obviously happen is the Germans. The Italians are gonna invade down here into these areas. We also have got a big revolution happening, which is going to be the Croatians revolting against the Italians, not Italians, against the Serbians. Now, also, Italy's going to take. Italy's going to take over Slovenia, and then after this, also North Macedonia, half of North Macedonia, and then these two. And then we also have the independent state of Croatia, which is going to attack, and they're going to take over all of Bosnia. Alright, so over here, they're going to take over all of it, and they're going to start to take over all of this. Right? Eventually creating like a big, massive nation. Alright, now, we also have the Bulgarians attacking, and they're going to... So, we also have the Bulgarians attacking, and they're going to attack up here and start to claim good parts of the territory. And then we also have, this territory is going to go over to the to Hungary, and Hungary is going to invade up here, right? And after this, we also have the Germans invading, and then we've got the occupation of Serbia. So Serbia is going to be to a pup state from the Germans. I forgot to say as well, but Slovakia is also going to be that kind. I'm actually just going to real quick do that. So we've got the Slovakians becoming a pup state, and then followed by we also have Serbia. Okay, both these countries are going to become pup states. Actually, yeah, that's how it's meant to be. So yeah, after this we got the annexation. We got Serbia is going to become a pup state, and then we have all of this land being occupied right here. Now, it's going to continue as now up here. The Germans going to continue is going to continue to fight in Norway. And then over here, they are going to do really well, right? And after some time, they're going to take over all of this, right? Now, after this, we've got the Germans, who's now going to move towards here, and they're going to attack France. Okay, I'm actually going to pull up the 1943 map after this, right? So I'm not going to go too much into context, because we are going to get 1943 map. But yeah, basically, they're going to attack down here, and they're going to fully attack in the Benelux region. And then it's going to continue as now we've got a massive attack on France. Alright. Now, Italy's going to attack as well, and they're going to claim a bit of France, and they're also going to actually attack over here and start to claim... I didn't mean to call in all France, but yeah, basically we got the Italians who's going to claim that. Alright, now... After this, we've got the Germans who's going to continue the massacre in France. Okay, I'm not going to cover this too much, alright? And then after this, we also got the Japanese who's going to continue down here, and he's going to invade into Indochina. And then they're going to, and then after this, they're going to, and they're going to ask Thailand to join the alliance, and kind of join them, and eventually they are going to. And followers, we also have the attack of Myanmar from the British Raj, which is going to go in victory of the Japanese, alright? Now we also have them fully attacking over here, and we actually have them taking over all this Chinese part as well. We also have them attacking over here, attacking all of Myanmar and then Indonesia, and then after this also Papua New Guinea. All right. So we're gonna pull up real quickly. And also after this, we also got the Russian Germans who's going to attack down here and kind of support the Italians in this offensive. So yeah, let's pull up the 1943 map real quick. Oh, 1942, turn tides. So over here, after obviously the French can do well. Now let me real quick just paint some of this like over here. And let's pretend the Syrian part didn't happen. So over here, as for this alliance attacking, obviously the British are going to push. Now, obviously after the French and all them get invaded, obviously Britain's going to invade them, and then after this, also a revolution happened in Ethiopia, and Ethiopia is going to become an independent nation with Britain taking all these. All right, now it's kind of how World War II kind of like start to end. All right, now eventually we're gonna have some turning points. So over here, after Operation Barbarossa starts to happen, we've got the Germans who's going to continue to invade into Russia. All right, now obviously they had to stop because obviously they attacking Greece. So that's kind of why they started losing. But let's pretend that they didn't. All right, so let's pretend so over here, after the Italians full. All right, so here we go. Now after over here. After the Germans did that, obviously they started losing. Now let's pretend they didn't lose. So over here, they're going to start invading up here, and they're going to start taking over all of all of up here. And eventually, after some time, we got the annexation of Moscow. All right, so Moscow is going to be annexed, and then we also have the Finnish who's going to continue their attack. All right, now after some time, they're going to continue and they're going to fully block the Soviets from the Kola Peninsula. So they're going to quickly take over this, but they are going to have a massive foothold over here in the Kola Peninsula. The Germans are going to do successful as they fully invade into St. Petersburg, and we eventually have them doing a continuous offensive and pushing them back. All right, now eventually we've got a big massive declaring war over here where the Germans going to fully invade down here into known as the offensive over here. Now we are going to get some unrealism out of here. Obviously Germany wouldn't probably not do that, but I'm just gonna get all the unrealism out here. Now over here, the Germans are going to fully, they're going to continue as they're going to move up here, and they're going to keep on going as they attack the Soviets. The Finnish are going to be successful as now they're going to push back the Soviets from over here. Now, we're going to have to pretend that the Japanese did not invade the USA. All right, so with that happening, so I'm going to actually done that. Now, actually, British did actually occupy Faroe Islands and Iceland. Real quick, cover that. Oh, that's what did happen. Now over here, the Germans are going to make a lot of pup states. So they're going to make a northern French. They're going to have northern France with a French pup state down here with the Italians taking over part of it. There's going to be a big, massive like Benelux one we got up here. Yeah, so kind of a lot going on right now. But yeah, mainly the Germans are doing very well. All right, and after time, the Soviets are now going to start losing it tons of land. Okay, we actually also have them. We have a few pushbacks happening like over here. Obviously we do some realism. Okay, they are going to push back a little bit, but the Germans are going to just mainly do very well as they just continue to invade over here and continuously to just kind of, do very well. We eventually have been building more and more troops, and finally after time, the Soviets are going to, now, eventually we've got another offensive going on over here. We've got the Soviets being attacked from Iran, and also the British. Okay, they're going to start pushing over here into Iran. Now, obviously, the British will hold out long because they've got British Raj to protect them, and they've also got their Middle Eastern pup states down here. So Iraq, not Iraq, that's kind of what they occupied, but like they've got their puppet states of Palestine, Jordan, and Kuwait. Alright, to kind of help them out, and also down here with UAE. And they're not going to help much, but yeah, they mainly got the British Raj. Alright, so the British are going to hold out here. Eventually, Pan Orion is actually going to go very well, as for the Italians, they're going to continue to invade. Eventually, they're going to fully take over all of Egypt. Let's pretend that did happen. Now let's pretend that actually the Italians Let's actually pretend that the Italians did not like lose in their Operation Egypt. So over here, if they didn't lose in Operation Egypt, they would have actually controlled all of this land. Okay, they would have controlled all of this land of Greece. Oh, can't wait till this new. So, over here, they're going to fully occupy all of Greece, right? And they're going to make a pop sale of it. Now, obviously, Bulgaria, they're going to gain some parts as well at this part. I think that's all they're going to be. Yeah, that's all they're going to be. Now, we also have the Operation Barbarossa, where obviously the Romanians, they're going to claim the land. Obviously, Germany's going to make a couple of pub states out of them, like a Ukrainian one, and then like a Baltic, like a United Baltic Duchy, I think it is called. So, yeah. Now, let's actually take off the United States borders. I'd rather not them all. Now, let's actually quickly paint Slovakia's German pub state, because I actually like that. Let's do medium sun grade. Alright, so obviously we got the Slovakians becoming a pub state. Now, over here, I know I've kind of estimated quite a bit of things, but yeah, over here, Plant Orient now. So if you guys know what Plant Orient is, basically what the Germans were going to do after they would invade Soviets, and they would have done well over here. They would have invaded Turkey, and they would have taken over like a lot of the colonies over here. Alright, so let's pretend that actually does go well, and over here we've got the French who's going to succeed over here. Oh, alright, so after this we've kind of got the Egyptians being taken. Right now, over here, the Italians are now going to focus down here as they start to attack the Anglo. As they're going to, also yeah. Now, over here, we got this little Free French war going. Now, let's actually pretend that Germany has a lot of troops, and they're going to send aid over to the French, right? So over here, they're going to send aid over to the French, or to the Vichy France, and they're going to start to push back the colonies of Free France. So after some time, we've got the pushback over here, and we have got we've got Free France getting kicked out of Africa. Right? Now, actually, since Belgium, so actually also as well, we have got, obviously over here, we've got Suriname and also Belgium, Congo. They're going to become independent nations. Alright, so actually, let's kind of paint in different colors. Right? They're actually going to become independent nations, really. Or if they're not, they're probably just going to most likely be pop states of the Germans. Right? Anyway, so after this, we got them doing this. We got the Italians who's going to start to invade into Sudan. Alright, so over here, they're going to start a massive invasion into known as Anglo-Egyptians Sudan. So over here, they're going to invade down here. They're going to do really well. Alright, and then we got the pushback. And we got Sudan who's going to be taken by the Italians. And we have them becoming a pub state of the Italians. Alright. Now, after this, we've got the Italians who's now going to try and take back their old colonies. So over here, they're going to now go down here. They're actually going to do pretty good as they fully take over all Eritrea. We do have them attacking down here into Ethiopia again, being taken again. And obviously, we also have them being attacked down here into French to Djibouti City. And then we have them attacking down here in Somalia. Okay, eventually, we got the British being kicked out of Somalia and Eritrea. And we finally have the reformation of Italian East Africa. Alright, this time with Sudan as their puppet state. Now, Plant Orient is going to go well as we got first of all we have the invasion of, actually we do have the Germans. So yeah, now let's get some. So yeah, alright. Now guys, what's going to go from here is now going to be unrealism. Alright, unrealism. So over here the Germans are now going to what's the word now? 1 second. Okay, fair. So the Germans are going to pressure Turkey to join the alliance. They say if you don't join, we'll invade you. Which actually is kind of a good point because they are pretty much surrounded by Axis. So yeah, they're gonna now join the Axis as well. Right now, I did say Turkey wouldn't join us one, but yeah, it's kind of just because it was kind of like the World War II. So after obviously World War II, obviously they're winning. So yeah, now. The first in this victory is they're going to quickly ask the Germans, so they're going to quickly just take over all French Syria and Lebanon, right, just from the Free French. Actually, these were, this were taken back by Vichy France. Now, over here, we've got them attacking Cyprus, and we do have them kind of declaring war in Iraq. Right now, over here, they're going to fully take over Jordan, also going to take over Palestine, and also over here in Iraq. Alright, and Kuwait. So over here we haven't doing pretty well, as they're going to block as they're going to take over the Middle Eastern pub states, all the British ones, and then Britain's going to be kind of mad by us, and then we also have the Germans who's going to continue. Alright, so over here, as that's now going on, the British are going to start losing a little bit, and then we actually also have the Japanese who's also going to kind of do this as well. So over here, they're going to declare war into the British Raj. Okay? They're going to start a massive offensive into the British Raj. Now, they're going to do real well over here as they move into British Raj over here. And now British Raj is going to deploy all their troops and start Japan. Now, it's going to be first for the Germans, as they're going to fully invade into what is known as occupied Iranian territory. And after some time, they're going to fully take over Iran. Alright. Now it's going to continue, as now the Japanese are going to continue their offensive. It's going to hold out for a little bit, but eventually we do start seeing a lot of pushes. And then we also have the Germans who's going to continue, as now they're going to move up here into what is known as Turkmenistan. Alright, and up here into kind of like the standard nations. Alright, so it's going to continue, as now we got the movement up here, and then finally the Soviets are going to start losing a lot. Okay, another offensive that's going to happen is obviously the continuous invasion. Yeah, I kind of was wrong over here. Alright, but we have the continuous invasion of the Japanese. Alright, so of the Japanese, it's going to do really well over here. Right, as now they're going to start to fully invade. We actually have them now finally after some time. We have them continuously invading, and finally we got them being blocks from. Over here the Japanese offensive is going to continue, and eventually Japan's going to block China from the sea. Right. So after being blocked from the Adriatic Sea, I think it no. That's not Adriatic Sea. South China Sea. Yeah, from there, they're gonna fully. So from the coast, they're gonna fully start to invade a bit more. All right. So over here, they're gonna fully start to invade more, and eventually, we've got the offensive going well. All right. As we've got the Japanese continuing to attack into China. All right. Now, after some time, the Japanese are also going to deploy their men, and they're going to start a massive offensive up here into the Soviets. Alright, we'll see that in a second. Now, they're going to continue down here, though. And China's going to pretty much just start to become weaker and weaker. Right? Eventually, though, until we meet like a bunch of land that really means nothing. And after some time, we've got the surrender of... finally, after some time, we've got the full surrender of China. Right. Now, after this, they're going to declare war on the Soviets. Alright, so they're going to go over here. They're going to fully invade into Sakhalin. And we have them moving up here into this nation, and then we also have them moving up here into known as what is kind of like Chinese territory. Now, we have them continuing, as now they're going to move up here, and they're going to fully start to invade into Siberia. Alright, so over here they're going to fully invade, and they're going to actually do really well up here. Alright, so after some time we have them fully invading down here, and we have them fully occupying all of East Siberia. Alright, we also moving into the Mongolian pup state, which is going to go in, or should I say Mongolia, which is a Russian pup state, and also Tuva, and they're going to die as well. Japan's not going to take much, but they're only going to take about this much of Siberia. Alright, Soviet Union, they're going to collapse. Alright, they're fully going to surrender, and they're going to surrender over to the Allies. Alright, so over here they're going to surrender as they can't really do anything. Alright, now it's going to continue down here in the British Raj, as now obviously the Japanese are going to continue as they continue to invade more and more into the British Raj. Eventually, British Raj has no choice, and they're going to have to, and they're going to be left to kind of Pakistan, and we have them dying. So eventually, we have them dying, and we have them leaving the British Raj, the United Kingdom. We also have got over here them occupying Maldives and the Sri Lanka. Now, over here we have got a bunch of realism. We've got the the Germans who's now going to do Plan Sea Line, who's going to now attack from up here. It's going to start a massive attack onto the British. Now it's going to go well this time, as the Germans have got so much men, as they're going to deploy a lot of their men from Soviets and over here to kind of mess with this front. Now, eventually, we've got the British who's going to do really bad, and eventually we've got them occupying Ireland over here. And we fully have them invading up here, and we finally have the occupation, and then finally Britain, who's going to kind of die. Right now, it's going to be left to the now they can't really invade much into America over here, into the British pup states, so they're going to do really well over here, as obviously. So the only places that Britain's still alive with the pup states is mainly over here. Africa, I'm going to talk about it shortly. The Middle East is going to be mainly bad as well. Yeah, so kind of quite a few places still, like mainly a lot of places as well. Japan's gonna another thing that Japan's gonna do is they're going to fully invade down here into. We have a continued invasion down here into over here, and they're fully kicked out over here. And we have them fully kicking out British and Ireland from like Siberia. Alright, we also have invading Timor-Leste. And then finally we have a massive invasion into Austria for the Japanese, and they're gonna start with the top right here. They're gonna fully invade into the British pup state of Australia. So the British are gonna invade down here into Australia. And then over here, we finally got them occupying there. And then finally there's New Zealand, which we know will happen. So eventually after time, we got the full occupation. So we finally have Japan, who's kind of got what they wanted. Okay, a big, massive empire into the Middle East, or into Australia. It's kind of what would happen if they went. Also, we have them fully occupying up here into Macau and Hong Kong, which Macau is part of Portugal, and then Hong Kong part of British. So yeah, as the time. Also, we actually forgot to say as well, we got a war into Taiwan from China. Alright, and then finally we've got China. We got USA, which is what they wanted. No, Japan, who's got what they wanted. Right now, over here with this picture up here, let's just say, we have got the Germans who's doing something quite massive. They're going to puppet state the Russians. So they're actually let's quickly do 1936 borders. So they're going to fully make a Russian puppet state over here. So actually, what's going to happen is there's going to be actually, let's do 2025 map actually instead of this one. So over here, the Russians are going to. So we got real quickly So this is kind of what's going to happen now. So we're going to actually take a look at the peace treaty after with the Russians. So the final thing that will happen is that we do have we have a bit of stuff happening over here. So Italy is now going to declare war on Malta, and they're going to fully invade them. And we have the Italians, who's going to make a big operation to invade down here into the rest of the British colonies. So over here we've got them doing that. The Germans, or should I say, Vichy France with German troops. They're going to invade down here into the rest of the British colonies. So we've got Nigeria. Not really some great fossil. He's going to invade down here into the Gold Coast, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, and then the Gambia. Right, and the thought that's kind of it for that. Right. So down here, all the British colonies going to be taken. We also actually we also have the Spanish, who's going to fully get Morocco from the Vichy France as well. Right. And then we also have the Italians actually gaining Tunisia as well. Right, let's just quickly get that. So yeah, eventually some time, we've got a bunch of new pub states that are going to start forming in Africa now. And actually we have the Germans who's going to make their own little offensive in Africa. And we have them fully invading to Zanzibar, and also up here into Tanzania. Right, I forgot for a second then. Yeah, so basically whatever's remaining the British is going to kind of just be invaded. Alright, we also have the invasion of Namibia, which is going to happen, which is going to, for them to win. And we also actually have them moving up here, can do no invasion into South Africa, and also Botswana, Zambia, Lesotho, and Eswatini. Right, and then finally we also have moving up here into Malawi, and also That's Zimbabwe. That's Zambia. Yeah, that's Zambia. Alright, there we go. So we kind of now got the British properties being kicked out of Africa. We have a lot of other things going on, like the Middle East. We've got the Japanese, who's actually no, should I say Germans? They're going to kind of invade down here into the British properties down here. Alright, they're just going to remove whatever's left. Right now, finally, the final thing, obviously, is that the final plan is that they're wanting to invade the USA, but they are going to have to do that, obviously, in the future, right? Now, I'm kind of going to include nuclear in this one. Obviously, got the atomic bomb being made. Actually, yeah, so kind of the only places now where the British puppets are still kind of alive is mainly America, right? With Newfoundland, Dominion of Canada, and then we've got all the British puppets down here. So they're going to be like still alive. It's just obviously Americans are going to kind of protect it because USA has actually got a foothold on America. So yeah, it's going to be hard for the British to kind of the Germans to invade this area with their allies. All right. Now, we also actually have a operation which is killing Ireland, and they're going to win that. Right? So let's take a look at a massive World War II peace treaty. Right. So the first thing that's going to happen is going to be with England. Right. So over here we've got Ireland, who's actually going to become a free independent. So we've got first of all over here with Ireland, they're going to become an independent nation. With Northern Ireland, we've got quite a bit going up here, as we've got Scotland, and we've also got Wales, who's going to become independent nations. So we've got that. Now, following this, we also have England, who's going to become a puppet state. So England's going to become a puppet state. Scotland and Wales are going to be kind of like a tolerant nation. So their own nation, but they have to kind of like listen to the Germans. So yeah, they're going to become kind of like all... So we have Scotland... and Wales, who's going to become puppet state, who's going to actually become independent nations, and obviously England, they're going to become a puppet state of the Germans. Iceland is going to kind of follow on from that. They're going to become their own little puppet state over here. Let's just quickly do that. Obviously we got this happening. Down here in the Balkans, obviously we got the puppet state of Serbia. Yeah, I can't do that wrong, but yeah, we got that happening. Now, over here, in this area, we've got Sudan, who's going to become a puppet state. East Africa is actually we've got Sudan, who's going to be split, as we got Italy kind of taking this area themselves. Right. So over here, the Italians are now going to connect their Libyan, Italian, East African colonies and kind of making a puppet state out of them. All right. Up here, Turkey's going to fully take over all of this. And then we've got... now let's take a look at this Russian one, as I'm not really been too much into this. So, over here, we've got a new Caucasus puppet state right here. So, over here, we've got a map... Oh, actually, not me too. So, over here, we've got a new Caucasus puppet state. And then up here, we've got a few stand nations which are going to fall. Alright. Now, also, we also have the Iran, as they're going to become independent nations as well. Alright, so they're going to become fully independent. Iran's also going to become a puppet state of the Russians. Or should I say the Germans. And then we also have UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, and Yemen, who are also going to become puppets. We also have up here as well. Now the Russians are going to lose quite a bit. Okay, there's also going to be kind of similar to that. We also have a full another stand puppet state as well, being the Germans. Okay, kind of like a buff. So yeah, we also have a stand one over here. I'm not going to go too much into this. And then we also have... I accidentally paint part of it wrong. Alright. We're going to do a little part 2, by the way, guys. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe and wait for part 2. And